Good morning. Happy Monday. Everybody's favorite day, right? Not. Well, I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I went to bed early last night and managed to get a good night's sleep. So, yay for me. It's midweek for me. It's my Wednesday today. So, we're getting there. We're getting it done. I guess there was some more killings. Someone drove their freaking car into a church and started shooting people. What the hell? And some other thing happened also. It's like becoming like a regular routine thing. People just killing innocent people and randomly, like, or targeted. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but you're hearing about it a lot. I don't think this is something that's really been happening a lot in the past. I definitely think it's something that's becoming more common and it's on the rise. And I wonder why. That's a good question. Because I was doing my usual, watching the news, watching YouTube, and I come across things that make me think, and I'm pretty sure there's an underlying, there's a base reason why a lot of this is happening that most people just don't know about or don't even think of. And a lot of it seems to me, for what I'm starting to gather, is it goes back to like religion, okay? The base of it is religion based and ethnicity, okay? Christians, Muslims. I think a lot of the problems we're having today, underneath all the politics, all the bullshit money crap and ethnicity, race, all this stuff that's going on, all these killings, all the bullshit that's going on, the underlying base issue, I think, from what I'm gathering, I'm starting to think is the real problem behind all of it, all the problems that we're having today in the world, not just America, but the world, because I'm seeing shit popping off, in other countries that are just like here in America. And like, even the whole 1% and the whole one world government, it's boiling down to like religion. I believe it's religion is behind everything, okay? It's the baseline of what all the world's problems are these days. Everything seems to keep going back to religion, mainly like Christians and Muslims, okay? I think, and Jews and all this stuff, right, are the main problems behind everything. That's what it seems like to me, okay? Maybe I'm just way off. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just trying to take a common sense approach, a common sense guess from what I'm just gathering from just random things I see and hear. And it keeps coming up. It keeps boiling down to like religion, okay? A lot of the bullshit that's going on in the world these days, it goes down to religion, it seems like. Of course, there's a lot of other things going on, but I think the root of everything, it boils down. It goes down to like beliefs, okay, beliefs. And then the non-believers that don't believe anything, you got to throw that into the mix also, okay? Like me, I really don't believe in religion, okay? I believe something created everything. It couldn't have just magically appeared. Well, maybe it did. I don't know. That's the magic question, though. how did everything start? Is the Big Bang really what happened? How do you get everything out of nothing? That's something I don't think our brains are designed to comprehend, really. If you could comprehend it, well, wouldn't that make you the creator? So anyways, I was sitting there watching, I think it was Glenn Beck or something, and somehow what he was saying, it went back to religion. And it seems like a lot of the problems we're having these days is that, okay? It's religion. It all boils down to religion. Our country was formed with Christian values, okay? And now, we let the world in, and they don't want to assimilate to the original Christian values this country was created on, okay? And there's a lot of other factors in that. So, there's people coming into this country that live here, and they actually don't believe in our country. They don't believe in what it stands for. But they still want to live here, but they want to make it their way. And usually their way boils back to some religious belief, right? So everybody's like got a conscious or unconscious agenda, and there's always seems like there's some kind of religious belief behind it, whether they know it or not. I think most people know it, but it somehow in some cases doesn't come out up front. It's always an underlining thing. A lot of people won't say, well, it's this because it's my religion. No, it'll come out in other ways where it's not blatant, okay? I don't know if that's making any sense, but it's just an observation I've been making lately after all the stuff that's been going on, the Charlie Kirk trying to kill Trump, all these people shooting up churches and this and that, all this bad things, evil things that are happening. And it's confusing sometimes because some of the killings are done by people you wouldn't think that would do it, and then part of the whole thing is there's just a lot more crazy psychotic people out there that are just losing it, okay? I mean, it's not just religious stuff that's causing problems. There's sick people on the planet, and there's not enough help for these sick people, okay? They're not getting the help they need because of whatever reason. And so we got all these sick people, in our societies that are causing a lot of problems also, But I'm just kind of venting some of my thoughts and feelings here on this, because it seems like that's kind of part of the real problems we're having these days. I said fix that damn bump. But anyways, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit because that's kind of what I'm seeing a little bit going on here. I'm trying to make some sense of all this chaos that's been starting to happen more and more lately. And it's just kind of that's what it seems like to me. I don't know. I could be way off. I don't think it's just one thing, though. I think it's a lot of things. It's just we have a lot of problems going these days in the world and our country, and I think it's just the beginning. Actually, I don't think we've seen a lot yet, really. I think it's going to get worse. It's just it's going to get to a point where everything's going to have to be locked down, okay? Because it's just going to be too dangerous to. Hopefully it doesn't get like that, but it might be just get to the point where it gets really dangerous to be in public, I hope it never gets like that, but I could see it getting like that if things keep happening to where it's really risky to be going places, because it's so random, some of the stuff that's happening is just so random. It's man, when's it gonna stop? Where's it gonna happen? Why is it happening? You know, it's unreal. So I think like just a smarter approach. Just it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There's no stopping it. It's just evolving this way, and people are just gonna have to be vigilant and, you know, do something to better prepare yourself for any kind of situation that might happen. Of course, there's going to be situations where it's not anything you could do. It's just going to happen, and there's nothing you can do. But, you know, at least you could be ready for something, you know, to defend yourself, get yourself out of dangerous situations, or just be more vigilant about not putting yourself into situations. But at the same time, you know, you don't want to go through life just paranoid all the time. I mean, just because a few bad apples do crazy stuff doesn't mean you have to stop living, you know. Watch this. Because the world goes on, right? Look. Eee, there they are. Eee. So anyways, I just wanted to rant a little bit on that, because there's some more killings of, you know, innocent people that were just doing their thing, and some maniac, crazy, or whatever person went and, you know, killed people, which sucks, man. What's up, dudes? Look at them. They got the sun shining in their face today. Yeah, get it. It's a big one right there. Get it. What? It's not hot enough for you? Get it. I know what he wants. He wants some Dave's Killer Bread. Right? Watch, he'll go for this. Come on. You ever tried this bread here? Dave's Killer Bread, the freaking 21 whole grains. It's really good. It's my favorite bread. It's super good. But anyway, I'm gonna get this day going. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day, and I want to try to make the most of it, and just be vigilant out there, and just keep in the back of your mind, okay, I'm going into this place. Just try to keep your eyes and ears open, and if you see anything that is suspicious, just, you know, keep that in mind, man. Stay away from it if it looks suspicious, man. You got to be kind of on your toes these days, man. Really, you have to be very aware of your surroundings these days, and try to use your common sense, man, and your gut to try to get you navigate through all these crazy times that are starting to get more crazy. You know what I mean? So thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day, and I hope y'all had a really good weekend, and we'll check you later. All right, see ya. See ya.